This recording is to provide you more detailed directions in completion of this week course assignment and activities. I do not regularly record a weekly lecture. However, as we start making more and advanced content group assignments, this recording will be useful in hope to facilitate both your individual and group work. Let's start from the assigned readings. Besides the textbook chapters and the lecture PowerPoint for this week, you will find two web links. One is Critical Appraisal Skills Program, and the other is the ANA website. They are tools free to download for doing critical literature appraisals. So you go to Critical Appraisal Skills Program website and explore the various tools you can use when reading research or for doing critical appraisals. Make sure you select the right tool while doing appraisals. Same thing to the ANA website. You will see and explore the related resources while you are there. For example, one resource link named Cochrane Consumer Network Levels of Evidence. You click on that link, then you will see the strength and relevance of the evidence and how to evaluate lower levels of evidence. All of this information will be useful for you to appraise research articles and later on fill in the synthesis table columns. Other optional resources include Ven's textbook, chapter 4, and useful websites document, and 5 journal article references. We have 5 journal articles as optional references for this week. Although listed as optional here, however, these articles are excellent, critical as additional readings to enhance your lecture knowledge and skills in doing the wiki assignment. I strongly recommend you to get each of the articles for your own information and learning. 3 articles are accessible by the links provided for you, and you will need to use Kent State VPN to access and get only 2 articles listed in this slide. Also, you are welcome to share the article with your colleagues in the Blackboard group area once you have got it. How to read a research article. This is the first out of the 5 articles by Denis Fong in 2005. The article explains how to read a research article and what is a research article and why should I need to read a research article. Also introduces 7 steps to read, understand, and critique a research article. I think this is very useful for you to get started and oriented where to initiate a research article. This is a second article for critical appraisal of the evidence. This article talks about an appraisal tool, which is rapid critical appraisal. That is one type of the critical appraisal tool. And also talk about table of hierarchy of evidence for intervention studies, including what types of evidence, levels of evidence, and description of those definitions. You will also see the table 1 on page 50 in the article. That is also shown in this slide. You will use this table as an example to start the draft table for this week wiki assignment. The third article is published by Hall and Hoare in 2012. They introduce quantitative methods and research structure in this article. For this week learning, you may want to read through 3 pages from page 53 throughout 55, which covers critical appraisal, assessing quality, systematic reviews, and the structure of a research article. We will also revisit this article in several weeks later for quantitative methods approach. So keep this article until then. The first article seems interesting. That is a systematic reviews. It is the article for secondary review of the 2 level 1 systematic review papers. So think about the hierarchy level of evidence. Can you tell what level of evidence is this article? Or this is not applicable for any level of evidence. So think about that. The last article differentiates different research review methods, including integrative, meta-analysis, systematic, and qualitative reviews. Also, you will find several stages of doing reviews and quality criteria in research reviews in the article. So this one is a good one to read through also for our this week content knowledge. We have quiz 3 and wiki discussions, and another one is to meet with me for this week activities. The quiz 3, we don't have assigned articles for this quiz. If I do have articles assigned before the quiz, I will mention that in the weekly direction. And weekly discussion in wiki this week is graded. And the third one is to meet with me, as I promise that I will provide an opportunity for you to meet with me. And I want to emphasize this is not mandatory. So if your group think you would like to meet with me and then to go through the things, the questions or concerns in your project, I'm really happy to meet with you. And I believe the details in the weekly direction should be clear. So please look at that and then discuss with your group to see if you want to meet with me. If the answer is yes, I would be available for you during the weeks 6 to 10. And I prefer to have a meeting on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Anytime, daytime, evening time, it's okay with me. If you think your group works better during weekend, we can work out the time during weekends too. So please have your team member to send me a course mail to arrange the time as soon as possible. Okay. This week we have 2 sessions in the wiki assignment. One is to do lead search and then prepare a draft synthesis table. So you may want to split your time wisely and not spend too much time on lead search. Each group requires 4 to 6 articles depending on how many members in your group. The baseline is every student must select 1 article and make sure to qualify for 1 qualitative, 2 quantitative, 1 meta-analysis or meta-synthesis, and the last one is any other choice. As we have not yet covered the study designs in lecture, so I am thinking probably you might worry about, whether you choose the right or wrong article. So I want to tell you that don't worry about that, because there is no point. Will be losing because of that. Your group should fill all selected articles and work together. Use your knowledge and practice with your literature search skills. Just do your best. And after literature search, each group needs to provide the final search information, including what kind of keywords you have been using, and what databases were you searching, and a total number of research articles identified it, and level of evidence for each of the articles that your group selected. This information are important to provide it as the first session ends. The second session is to prepare a draft table for literature synthesis. This is the table that I just mentioned from our second article as an example, and then I make some modification into this kind of table. This table again is for your information as an example, and for each group, because your topic of interest is different, so I cannot really tell you, what kind of category item that you need to use. But for this specific example, the first column is author and then the year. The second column is level of evidence. And then the third one is design. And then research question. And then sample variables, instrument results. I would suggest every group, at least you have the first three or four columns as your baseline table columns. Okay, so that means I would like to see each group you have listed your table. The first four columns include also year, levels of evidence, design, and research question. And then the rest of the columns you can pick other more stuff that you would like to show to us or to others. This slide is to tell you, since I am telling you to do the synthesis table, I am also open the group project resources, this link for you. This link now is under Blackboard course content menu. You will find this information from there, and then when you click on this resources link, you will see the first file is instructions for literature synthesis tables. In these tables, you will see 3 tables from this file, and then just follow the instruction and starting your draft table for this week. Remember, this is only draft, so you don't have to make it very perfect or more or specific. Just make it as the best as you can. I also have the poster templates and poster examples in this group project resources for your information. The templates, you can just go ahead to browse it and then to pick which one that you want to use for your group project. For the poster examples, I will explain this more in the future week lectures later. So just take a look at that and then just go from there. If you have any question,